Hello, now, if you can hear me, I want you to take it over. What's happening where you are?
Different projects. Some are already under construction, some are in the works. And we are at this one because it's been one of the projects that's been on our hearts and the hearts of our viewers and listeners, because the Nsawam-Pokuase Highway is one of the highways that a lot of commuters who come to Accra use. Now, the first time we came here, the road was in a very, very deplorable condition. We came back after the engineers promised us that they were going to continue the work, and we saw a very, very major improvement on the road. We're back here the third time to give you an update, and we're joined by the engineer on site, Engineer Mahama with Maripoma, to let us know what's happening now. Engineer, thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
First question, can you give us an update on the construction? Where are we now?
Yeah, so you can see from Ofanko all the way to Mid-Year, we've done a lot of the black tops from Ofanko now. Ofanko is here to receive the last asphalt. And then from Fise to Festus to Amasaman, we have started with the final wear, which is the last layer. In this stretch is from Amasaman towards Sapeman. We are just ready to put the first asphalt here, so that we can connect from here to Amasaman to Mid-Year Sansam Junction, where you came the last time, where it was.
Yes, so we could barely move our cars.
Now you can drive with the speed of light when you get to that junction. So most of the activities now is moving from Sape and Mid-Year all the way to Nsawam. So if you move to that extent, you see that we are doing active or massive earthworks. In this section, we are doing the wearing, and this area we are doing the binder. Behind us is the Amasaman Zongo area, where the affected claimants who buildings have been affected because of the project have been duly compensated by the project, and then we give them time to move, relocate, and then the contractor will now connect that site to the trade junction.
Okay. You're saying that, so I see that the bridge, yes, just ahead of us, the bridge over there is halfway, sort of halfway done.
It's stalled because of the...
It's stalled because of...
At the time.
And that's compensation for the residents.
Yes.
And
for the buildings to be demolished, and then the road will be connecting to the trade junction towards the Kasua Connect.
And you're saying now that everyone has been duly compensated, and they are set to move by when?
Yeah, they are set to move by December. Some of them have already started because they have received their full compensation, 100% for the valued assessed compensation by the Ghana Highway, the Valuation Board, and then the Lands Commission. Okay,
that's very fast, because the last time we came, we were yet to get an update on that. And where exactly is this bridge supposed to lead?
That is the third one. The ground at grade is Accra Kumasi, where you have no intention of moving towards any of the connected roads, the towns. The second one is the Stadium Junction. That moves to the Stadium Junction and to the Nsawam Divisional Police Command. The third one on the top there, where we halted the work, is the one that leads to Trade Junction to move to Amasaman to connect to the back of Kasua. There used to be a road there that was actually in a good shape. So this is to connect there. Maybe during the big push, if that road has also been identified as one of them, then it will be done to ease the congestion on the Wager Marland stretch.
Okay. Can you speak to the timelines for the projects? I think the last time we spoke, and we also heard from the president, he said that the projects would be handed over according to schedule. Did he say April 2026?
Second quarter of 2026.
Okay.
So far, so good. Work hasn't stalled since the president visited here. In fact, we are working day and night. If you were here yesterday, which was a Sunday, we were in full capacity. All the workers were working day and night. The bridge works, which are not affected by any of the nature, mostly we work throughout the night, and then some of the drains, all the concrete works. Where we have few challenges, there's illuminations to enhance the vision of the workers to work within the night. And then if you look at the other stretch from Mid-Year all the way to Nsawam Junction, where we have some challenges, some of the relocations has been done. Some few outstanding Ghana water lines are being identified within the corridor, which we are actively relocating. I'm sure that when we are done with those ones, the work would be completed in NS.
Okay. All right. So we are looking forward to seeing this road fully completed by the second quarter of 2026 on schedule.
And everything stays as we are working with, and the few bottlenecks are taken out, which is the relocation of the ECG and then the Ghana water lines. I'm sure that we'll be able to get that area connected.
Now, before we came on air, I put out a post about bringing an update to those who live around here and use the stretch to and from Accra, and asked them, their thoughts on the construction. A lot of them said they had noticed some improvements and they were very happy, but they were also talking about dust on the road. What can you say to those who use this road and those who live around here about the dust?
I'm sure you can see that we didn't even know you were coming here this morning, and we have 14 dust suppressors, the tanks, which are on the road. This area has 2 of the dust suppressors. Mid-year, because we are doing a lot of earthwork, which generate a lot of dust, we have 4 water browsers there. We are able to draw water very close by. Sometimes when we have shortage of water, it's because of maybe where we are drawing the water, we have some challenges, so we have to move to a certain distance to bring the water. But we have actually identified some few other ones which are within 1 kilometer away from where we are getting the water. So we have actually improved on that. Okay. I'm sure that you can come at any time and then have access to yourself, so that you can have an independent
assessment. All right. Now, how long is this the road construction? What's the stretch?
33.4 kilometers.
33.4 kilometers. Is any part of it completed yet?
Okay, let me say, with what we have done, with the last layer which is outstanding, I can say the road is satisfactory. We need to finish the last layer and then put in what we call the road furniture, which is the line markings and the information signs. That means that we are getting to complete. But our target is from Ofanko towards Pokwase and then Festus towards Amasaman, where we have started the second layer. Obviously, we are going to put in the road furniture, and then that place will be complete for, yeah.
Now, finally, do you have any issues with funding from the government, or is that under control?
Yeah, my management deals with that aspect. I am the technical engineer who is supposed to do the works on the site. So far, I'm sure that they are raising certificates for additional money to be honored by the government. So the ones we spoke about previously is the IPT that was raised by the contractor, which was honored by the government. So as the contractor is working, like we said the last time, the resident engineer, chief resident engineer Bimpon said, once the contractor raises certificate and is honored on time, the work continues without any stoppages.
Okay. And aside this construction, is Maripoma on any of the other roads under the Big Push project?
Not that I know of. I'm sure definitely because of the pedigree of Maripoma, obviously they will be on some. I can't speak to it. But we are here on the motorway. These are the major projects in the Greater Accra capital.
And how's the motorway projects coming up?
I'm sure you may have to go there and then.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Engineer Mahama, for talking to us. Always.
Thank you.
All right, that's Engineer Mahama. He is the engineer on site, and he's always been available to talk to us, to update us on the work that's going on, and whether or not the timeline set for the project is still on course. Now, this project is set to finish or be completed by the second quarter of next year. And if what I see is anything to go by, it looks like work is going on very smoothly and very quickly too. Now, let's talk to some road users about their thoughts on the work going on. Pacho, you're frozen.
Kwesi Emmanuel.
Pacho, okaka wa hati na okamoto.
Me kamena me boa driver for no me load shadow kumasi nkoko enyinem. Te me maybe ebedu ana kwan no na nka wo magya ato. So mpanifo sorry no se ya won se bibia ekọ wa. Te ye bompa se mpanifo na omode adwuma na ahye omo nsa na nyame ma oma hode na omo nye ntentem na bibia mo enkoso ma mama na nye de entinda adwuma no so enye baako the whole Ghana na mpanifo ni nyina abomade se omo ye ama kuru no ma ene asesa amaye yesus ye ko ba bia ebe kwa aba ntema kwanhia how ebe fi ho ama nyina yesus ye da ni nyina ya da ya sore papam ni abompa ya sire nyame se mpanifo no mudi enim na nyame mo ma hode a mo fa nya adwuma pa ebe boa kuro no enye de ebe ya ebe akọ se we eja ho we mai we kakra ma ja ho we dabi obi a adwuma na ewo ho kuro no adwuma enye nipa ba akọ de ntinu de ede ahye ne se o se o ye no nyame nka no na ontimi nko na nim nya na ade a ebe boa ma kuro no so afa na ntuma pa efra
na we adwuma wa ha afi saying ni
be say almost be fan say 11 years now. Metina kuma na kuro no kwan na ye ba akopɛ kwan no mu nyina fu obetwam kura ne ye nsusu sɛ kwan no kwa be yesi ntini panifo nyame ma o madwen a mutimi de yesi no nyame nhye o moden bebi o mo bia no nyame ma o mo kwantenten na o mo so hu kwan ne bi ɛhu sɛ ɔma wie bibia asesa ɔman no mu asesa ne nyina mfa ase da ɛyɛ ne nkabea baako ne mfa ma nyame na mpanifo no so nyina ɔmo so ɔma ne nje na ɔmo so ɔma bɔ ɔman no ban papa ti nyame hyira ɔmo.
Nyame hyira ɔmo so that's a big brain. All right, let me speak to this gentleman also who has just joined us. Pacho, your friend was saying?
Pacho, Midindi Joe.
Pacho, now oye den what has saying?
Minam ye chairman ewa aha. Massey station ewa Stadium Junction.
We are station chairman.
Me Pacho eko suhum eko asamai ene kumasini sam na minam ye station chairman Stadium Junction.
Na ye ba ha be 3 months ago na ye hu se na kwan na nye kra ye se amba ye hu se na contractors was site o ma start so mu siesie kwan no ene so ye ba ye hu se nyoma sesa kakra wa ha no sen na wo hu adwuma na ye koso no
wo ye da nyankopon ase e wo mu se na first na mo ba na niema nkoso yie but nyame ncha dom em se ye de ye hawo ne ye nse mede to o mampani anim no otie na supem etu one amon eba ha ebe hweye eno ne contractor ne kasa na o speed up work so far so good ye hu much improvement ye hu much improvement na ade abakon ewo mu so a e ha adwen kakra eye in futuro no omo use water tank no mo water kwan ni so maame eye areho ya asefem chese omo tumi e water omo dru Stadium Junction here no mo jai omo famba station ya embassy fan kosa pema jise wo kan bre obusan so a na driver for no say ye mom order ya omo conference room ba ensimesre omampani any contractor ni say omo use water tank no oni omo nkasa wo de say every 10 minutes and every 20 minutes bia no omo me water kwan no so na e kwan no sebi o enye water kakra because in futuro that's a kum nipa enye say yare nkwan e kum nipa obi wo ho na oye asthmatic patients otike mu na sesa adas ni konimu a obetumi awu timesre say no de omo nhwe no mu ndi hudwuma na e kwan ne de omo ya de pa.
All right, now to say no se say no omo ye no once a day and not twice a day and not a day.
Well, ebi wo ho a anopai omo ba begusu yi won say e wo ma enche na de ben ade ne so awo entinke wo ma within be say 10 and 20 minutes no e wo se kan san be fa so ma omo ntumi ngusu e bia wa gusu obetumi atwen a e bia be say awiamu be 1 2 and sana obeye de ben omo di nso ba begusu e ba ne sa infotro ne doso passengers ne complaining even omo use private cars cry if they are passing cry they do complain semester say omo hwe ho na omo di woni djuma ba ye kwan ne de contractor no ye dana say ogusu oye na djuma bibia ni nso na enkoyi a ye be draw na attention na wahwe no waye
medasi panse woni akasa nyame hwa obebrain. And there you have it. We've spoken to the engineer. We've spoken to some of the road users, including the chairman of the station over here. So far, the comments are good. The people are happy, and the engineer promises that the work would be done according to schedule. The only complaints that people appear to have is the issue of dust, which is an expected side effect of a construction like this. The engineer assures them that, well, they have water dowsers and trucks which bring water around to ensure that the dust is contained. But it appears they would have to do a little more because the people are still complaining. We'll be back here in a couple of weeks to bring you more updates. In fact, we'll keep the updates coming until April 2026 when the work is scheduled to near its completion. My name is Nash Shako, coming to you live from the Amasaman Pokwase Highway.
Thank you very much, Nashoko, for bringing us the latest from there. But right here in the studio, we want to talk about the currency conference, which is happening tomorrow. And I'm joined in the studio by Daniel Lotobil, Director of Comms at the Bank of Ghana. Good morning. It's great to see you again.
Good morning. Great to see you again as well.
Of course, I do have as well with me Mr. James Seidel, Chairman and CEO of Currency Research. Good morning to you, sir, as well.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Perhaps I should start with you, if you can tell us what this currency conference is about.
Sure. So we've been running the currency conference for more than 30 years now, and it's basically a platform to bring people together from across the world to discuss what's happening in the currency world. And that's predominantly for central banks, because central banks issue the currency, and I think that the challenge for central banks is that they are the only peer that they have in their own country, right? There's no other central bank in the same country. So we need to create this international platform to exchange views and understand what's actually happening in this currency world. And there's a lot happening at the moment.
Indeed. And perhaps I should find out from you, Mr. Otabil. Indeed, he said it's for central banks, but you're partnering at the same time. If you can tell us how relevant this is for you.
Right, yes. So the conference is CD at 60 International Currency Conference. Now, yes, we are partnering with Currency Research, and they've been doing this for over the past 30 years. They have, let me just say, they have the annual currency research activities that they do, and some of which involve the currency conference. Now, we felt that having this CD at 60 celebrations or commemoration, there was the need for us to have a flagship program. And that flagship program actually is this international engagement that we've had with them. 800 delegates max capped at that level, may go up a little bit more, depending on the other VVIPs that we receive. But so far, more than 800 delegates have registered from more than 40 countries. So you have more than 40 countries there. And then we also have exhibitors on site at the moment. And these are people within the currency value chain. So those minting companies, those who also provide other allied services to the industry are all there. Now, yes, the dialogue is very, very important. Collaboration is key in this business that we do. From a central banking perspective, what we say we do is about studying, thinking, and reflection. And most of the time, these are the ideas that inform policy in terms of currency design, for example, in terms of upgrades, instead of monetary sovereignty, and everything that has got to do with the space is what we'll be discussing.
And you talked about a lot of countries that are coming. Are you able to tell us what kind of technologies or even partnerships you intend to explore during this conference?
Well, partnerships, yes. And as I said, we are looking at how this conference will inform policy. And I always keep saying that economies are not deterministic, and therefore you cannot solve economic problems with neat equations. There are other people who may have gone through the same processes, and therefore you'll be able to share those laudable ideas and then improve the space. And of course, central banking is a closed club. You only have one in one country. And therefore, who are your peers? Your closest peer is the one that is in the other country. So that collaboration is always important, so that we discuss those ideas that shape and inform economic development within the country.
Mr. Saido, if you can tell us what themes really would dominate this conversation, global trend.
Sure. So there's two main themes. One is about physical currency, and the other is about the technologies that are about to change and are already changing the payment landscape. And physical currency is really important to emphasize, still has a very important role to play. It is the last resort. If nothing else works, cash will always work, right? And we're seeing cyber attacks, natural disasters, other reasons why electronic payments may not work. So cash is really a fundamental public good as well that needs to be available to everyone. So we're going to talk about how cash will remain relevant, and how we can make it secure. But at the same time, we're also going to talk about the electronic payments. Bank of Ghana has done some amazing work in piloting some of the central bank digital currency initiatives with the eCedi. There are things like stable coins that are happening, especially in the US with recent announcements. It's really being pushed. How is that going to change the landscape? Tokenized deposits. There's so many things on the horizon, and that's going to be on the agenda for the conference.
And again, what I want to find out from you really is whether or not this would influence Ghana's currency policy in any way in the future.
Well, I can't speak to Ghana's
yes, but based on what you've planned for the conference, and then Ms. Otabil could top up on that.
Yeah, sure. I believe the themes are very relevant and need to be not only considered by Ghana, but other countries as well, because it is something that is happening across the globe. It's something that every nation needs to think about and prepare for.
Ms. Otabil.
Right. As I said, there are more than 40 countries attending the conference, which means that there's some relevance to them. So everyone is looking at what new ways they will be able to, consider within the currency ecosystem within their respective countries. So we are informed, as I said, about studying, thinking, and reflection. We are informed by policy. We are informed by other ideas. Even mentors need mentors. And therefore, even if you have it all, there's also the need to have dialogue with others to see what is there. Everything from our perspective, we are research-driven, we are data-driven, and everything that comes in that is of relevance to us will be considered for the future.
And one major issue that comes up during such forums is also the security of the currency. How about that?
Exactly. So every country will share its experience in that area. As I said, the Ghana city has gone through some transitions. We've gone through upgrades, to reflect the changing dynamics of the economic system. We've also gone through redenominations. We've looked at GHQR. We've looked at interoperability. We've looked at the ECD, as you rightly mentioned. And then the digital finance space is also some area that is being looked at within the financial inclusion, stratum. So more or less, everything that is important to our space is considered as it informs policy.
Your final word, and I'll take another final word as well from you, sir.
Well, I mean, basically, we look forward to it ourselves as participants. We want to learn new things there. Tomorrow we have His Excellency, the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, doing the opening, which is from 9 to 10 in the morning. And then there's also going to be exhibitions on site. You have all these international currency international companies within the currency space exhibiting various products which will be of interest to those within the finance space. So yes, that's fine.
Yes, 30 seconds, Mr. Saido.
Sure. We're thrilled to be here. It's great to work with the Bank of Ghana and bring the currency conference to Accra, and I'm looking forward to the next 2 days. I think it's going to be brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you. It's happening. Mr. Jens Saido, Chairman and CEO of Currency Research, and of course, Mr. Daniel Otabil as well, Director of Communications with the Bank of Ghana. Thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to the currency conference tomorrow, which will be live here as well on TV3. But if it is your birthday, we want to help you celebrate the day. And so let's see which of you is celebrating your birthdays. We want to help wish you well. Yes, we have Gabrielle Kadiasare. We love you from your entire family. Happy birthday, young lady. Madam Agnes Vida Kwayi, happy birthday to you. Gladson Kwansa, happy birthday. Francis Agbeku Nuwodu, happy birthday to you, sir. Patrick Agojo, happy birthday, sir. Moral lesson. Okay, happy birthday. Hajia Hanatu Abubakar Bimi, happy birthday to you, ma'am. Happy birthday, Theodora Tehoda. Happy birthday, Honorable Kwesi Ahoy. Oh, former Interior Minister, happy birthday to you, sir. Patricia, happy birthday. Belinda Upalumpu, happy birthday to you. Salome Jemfua Obeng, happy birthday to you, ma'am. Retana Koshi Lamte, happy birthday. Retired Chief Inspector Vigbado, happy birthday to you. Mahama Abdul Razak, happy birthday. Edna, happy birthday to you. Edna Patakwa, happy birthday to you. Mr. Frederick Agbenyaga, happy birthday. Aaron Sedem Amedrovi, happy birthday. Beatrice Setuchi, happy birthday. Efia Philippines, happy birthday to you, ma'am. Anyonam Ajuavi, happy birthday. Star and Moon, happy birthday to you. Linda, happy birthday. Linda again, happy birthday. Samuel Nana Dakon Deborah, happy birthday. Well, step into a night of elegance, music and fine dining at the Mervyn Peak Classical Music Night happening on the 27th of November at the Mervyn Peak Ambassador Ballroom. Come enjoy an enchanting evening of live performances by Guy Bertrand and Kokui Selome. Serve an exquisite four-course dinner with perfect wine pairings and capture magical moments with our photo experiences. It's more than an evening. It's a symphony of taste, sound and style crafted for those who cherish the finer things in life. Hurry now, seats are limited. Don't miss your chance to be part of an evening where every note hits the heart and every flavor delights the palate. Price is 1,800 cedis. Reserve your seats today by calling 020 433-3136 or 0302-611-000. Mervyn Pick Classical Music Night, where music meets elegance and moments turn into memories. Well, that's it for our show today. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Beatrice Edu. Of course, I was here with my colleagues Nash Shoko, Roland Walker. Join us again tomorrow. From the entire team, we say thank you and do stay on TV3.